Hi, in this video we'll have a look at functions. Okay, functions are not a new concept. For example, if you want to have, if you are having like 3 or 4 lines of code which is doing something, and you want to use that piece of code again and again, what you will do, you will just copy paste the code. That's a standard way of doing things. What if you can call all the 4 lines with a simple name? Okay, that's called function. Okay, for example, here we have a function called log, we have a function called push. We don't know what is happening inside that. When we give some value to it, all it does is go it takes the value and prints it in the console.log. Okay, so the entire complexity is hidden from us. Okay, and we get a simple thing. The same here, if for push we give a value and it goes takes the value and puts into the array at the end of the array. Okay, that's all it does. The same way you can write your own functions as well. For example, I want to write a mathematical function like fu and cti1 function square. Okay, and it takes the value of, let's say, x or number num. Let's put as num, so that little lazy we are. And return retu or return num into num, so it multiplies and returns the value. Okay, for the simplest sake I'm using it. So how to call it? The same way we are calling this function log. The same way what we are doing is like we use square, squ square, and then call up brackets, and it takes some value. So I'm just giving a value of, like, let's say, let's give a 6, so output should be 36. Okay, let's run it and check it out. Oh, we haven't printed the value. Okay, let's say var a equal to the return value and console.log the return value is squ colon plus, what is it, a. Let's give a. Okay, let's remove all this crap so that we get the clear value. Run it in Firefox. So you got it. Inspect element and console. See, the return value is 36. Okay, the same way if you want to do something else also, you can do it. The function now, this is the structure of function. It starts with the reserved word called function. It has to be there. Okay, and a name of the function, which could be anything. Even sometimes you don't need to have a name at all. Okay, so let's see that in a minute. And then it starts with this C bracket and the parameter. Parameter is not a mandatory thing. You can have it or you cannot have it. Okay, if it's just printing something, you don't need to do it. Okay, it's up to you. As a developer, you can decide it. And it returns something. This is also not a mandatory. It can return or it cannot return. The only thing is mandatory is the function and this guys and starting and ending piece of code. So let's see one by one. So if I remove this returns, all those things, let's print a console console.log. Okay, so and print like, hey guys. Okay, that's it. So there is no parameter, there is no crap of returning. So all I need to do is like call the square, sq square, call the function. Okay, if I run it, I should have it. So inspect element, go to the console. See, I get, hey guys. There is something called undefined. I don't know what it is. Let's see that later. Okay, it's not for our concern right now. Okay, we're able to print it. So as I said, I removed the this guy. The only remaining guy is this. So I can remove all this as well. So this is called the anonymous function. As the English word means, anonymous means it's like without a name. Okay, or without any identification. So how to call this? You can declare a variable myvar and use that variable to call the function. This looks stupid, but this is very important concept, and pay keen attention to this. So this anonymous function plays a major role in JavaScript world. Okay, so if I call this, the same thing, I launch it and then go to inspect element console. the same thing happens without any issues. Okay, so here I don't have a name, all I did is a variable and use the variable. Okay, instead of this I can, instead of printing thing, I can return, this is the last part, retur, and return a function itself, functa function. Okay, and the function could do, let's say like there we'll do a console.log, okay, and say hello, this is strange. In other programming language you don't have this concept, that's why I'm stressing it and showing it again. So where I have another variable like my inner function, you can give any name, okay, equal to, I'm just calling the var. Okay, so now it will not print anything. Okay, let's see that as well. So if I refresh it, so nothing is coming out. So what I'll do is like I'll call this inner function over here and refresh it. See, this is strange. Okay, so you'll never have this kind of functionality in any typical programming language like C, C++, Java, or Python, or whatever it is. This guy has that ability. Okay, that is a specialty of JavaScript. Okay, you can do a lot of things. Okay, thank you friends, bye bye.